Welcome to the GridML training videos. In this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to load a published MISMO schema in a GridML. These steps are only really needed if you're using the basic free version of GridML, because the pay versions of GridML already have the MISMO schemas and other schemas available in the public repository of the setup screen. So I'm going to go through the steps, including downloading a schema from the MISMO website. So I'm going to bring up a browser and I'm going to type in mismo.org. That will bring up the MISMO website. I'm going to select standards and resources. In this case, I want residential specifications. And on the left-hand side, there's a link that says XML schema. Click on that. The most recent version is MISMO version 3.5, which is the one I'm going to use, but you could pick any of these. So once I click on that link, there's a scroll down and there's a link that says version 3.5 reference model. When you click on this, it will ask you for your email, your first, last name, and your company name, and then allow you to download the zip file, which takes a little bit of time. I've already done that step, so I'm going to go straight to my downloads directory where it would get downloaded to. The zip file appears here. GridML for XML schemas needs to have it split out into a folder, so I'm going to right click on this, and I use WinZip, but you can use any unzipping program that you have. That will create a folder. Takes a few seconds. Once that folder is created, you're ready to go into GridML. So type in gridml.com from the browser. Click user sign on. I've signed in previously, so I don't need to do that step again. This brings you to a welcome screen. You could either click Setup Schemas here or click the Setup button at the top of the browser screen. And as I mentioned earlier, if you have one of the pay versions, you can download access any of these files that are in the public repositories section. Since I'm on the basic free version, I'm going to click Add XML Schema. For MISMO schemas, the top area says drag and drop a folder that contains your schema files into the box below. So I'm going to bring up my Explorer window that I had earlier, and I'm going to drag this folder into the window. And once I do that, I can see that there's two subfolders here. One is for the LDD report and one is for the MISMO reference model. I'm going to click on the arrow there and it brings up a list of files here. The one that I want is the one that says MISMO 3.5.0, which is the primary file for the schema. That's what the second part of the instruction says. So I'm going to click Next. GridML next checks that the schema files are valid, which were for MISMO downloading from their website. They will always be valid, so you'll see a bunch of check marks here. So you can click on this Add to Repository button, and that will bring the files into a format that GridML uses, which allows for faster downloading and viewing. So once that step is complete, it returns you back to the setup screen. And here we can see a box that contains MISMO 3.5.0 and it's build 344. The prompt says select the root elements you want to use for viewing and searching. You can click on any of these or you can click on more than one. Most of the work I generally do is in the deal element of MISMO, but I could easily select document, message, or party. I'm just going to click on deal, and then I can click either view or search. I'm going to click on the view button, and those are the steps needed to download a MISMO schema and get it ready in GridML. Now I'm ready for viewing or searching, and the steps and more information about doing that is available in another video or directly on the GridML home screen. Gives you instructions and shows you features, but there's also a video that you can use for this. So those are the steps necessary to download, and that's it for this video. Thank you.